What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whetto's World. It's your guy Whetto, and on today's episode, I've got my man Big Mike in the building. He's gonna let you know what's going on with his candy craze, with SugarDrip. He's got some other goodies from a couple other people in town. We got Uncle Banjo's, we got kettle corn, we got some burgers. It's going down, man. So hope you brought your sweet tooth. We are gonna knock it out. With that, you already know we're gonna hit you with a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna dive into the hustle. Be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your guy Whetto, my man Big Mike. Let's figure this thing out. All right, brother. What is going on? Welcome to Whetto's World. Thank you for coming and being here with me, my man. How you doing?
Good, man. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate this. It's awesome. I appreciate the love and, you know.
Of course.
It's great. But yeah, I got, I bring over here some Jake's burgers. Yeah, I got popcorn, kettle corn. I got from Uncle Banjo's. And then, of course,
We got some cotton candy.
These are my babies.
The pride and joys.
These are my pride and joys. Yeah.
We got some merchandise too, man. You doing the damn thing, brother. You got a lot going on, man.
Got hoodies. I got t-shirts. I got different kinds of cotton candies. I got cotton candy drinks. I got cotton candy hot chocolate coming soon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got
doing
that.
the
Man.
most.
That's coming up.
Hell yeah, brother. Now
That's one of mine.
What the hell got you started in all this? What's up with these burgers?
We got to probably start with this. First.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, just Jake's Cafe. You go hit up the promo code and Jake's 10, and you do jakeslc.com, and it'll get you $5 off your meal.
Okay.
And it's good.
Gotcha.
So,
hell yeah, you get some of that discount code.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Order online and you get it. You get hooked up. But yeah, we got the Jake's Burger, man. Best green chili smash burgers in town.
Okay, all right. I'm not with some
but,
green chili burgers.
And then he makes his bread from scratch.
Okay.
Everything's scratch. Like even the fries. I mean, nothing's from the store.
Okay.
Like, you want?
Hell yeah.
Try that. Take a bite.
Yeah, check that out. Thank you, Jake's. One time.
Yeah,
Jake,
thank you so much, man.
That's super cool. Cheers to Jake's Burger one time. What's their address? Do you have their address up top?
Not on top, but I'll get that.
Hey, we got you in the comments. Thank you, Big Jake. Thank you.
But it's off Loman by the Carl's Jr. But
Okay. Fair enough. Well, cheers to that. I'll definitely boy. Should have got you here quicker, man. Oh, hell yeah. Or that smash burger. Hell yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jake. What got you involved with Jake's Burgers? What's going on with that?
Well, long story, but I was trying to find a job that would let me do my cotton candy thing and try to figure something out with like a time. Like it was kind of hard. Like I must have went through like 7 different jobs.
Damn.
Like
okay.
within a 2-week period. And it was just because a lot of places were like they saw like the things that I was doing, and they were kind of like, well, it seems like it's gonna take a lot of time away from this job and this and that.
Man.
But I was trying to find an idea and try to figure something out because I wanted to do a food truck, but the food truck idea was kind of taking a while.
Okay.
And I was like, I gotta cut this in half and figure out like a faster hustle.
Yeah.
And when I was just kind of like going along, I was just driving around one day, and I saw these people cooking popcorn outside of Jake's house or Jake's restaurant.
Yeah.
And this was like about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, you know what? I could sell popcorn.
I can do that.
I can do that. That's easy. Then I started looking online and seeing how much all that stuff costs, and I was like, nah.
Boy, that up front is no joke.
And then I was going through the equipment, and I was all, I could afford a cotton candy machine.
There you go.
And so I bought one. I ordered one, and I was trying to figure out, I thought I came up with the name SugarDrip, and I was like, SugarDrip sounds cool, and I was like, it sounds alright. And I just kept on like, little by little, just chipping away at stuff and, building it. It was around Easter time, and I was trying to figure out like, I have cotton candy, I could sell Easter baskets.
Yeah.
And I'll sell Easter baskets, and and I was like, but I need like a rabbit or something like, for Easter, something like that. And when that concept happened or whatever, like, I came up and I was like, I called my son, I was like, man, like, I'm trying to find like a rabbit, but like, let's do something like evil or something. And, the first thing that came up to mind was like Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
And So I drew something out like on a paper and I sent it to him. He's like, I got you. And he's like the next day he sent me something like that. It was similar like that, and it was kind of good. And I was like, all right, well, let's put snakes around the cones. Let's make the eyes like a little bit. And so like to get to that, yeah, like to get to that level, like I must have edited and gone through like 9 different processes. And then finally I was like, this is it. You know, like I like the way it is, and I like that. And then I got the tet made and stuff like that. And I was just saving money and like just trying to, you know, get where I was.
Right.
And so like finally when I ended up finding a job that was willing to work with me, it was at Burger King.
Okay.
And so I had a
Burger
job.
King?
Yeah, Burger King.
Okay. I've worked there too. I'll flip me some burgers. You don't believe it.
Yeah, so I was there and the guy was like, yeah, I'll let you work during the day and you know, you could have the weekends off, and like no place was willing to. I was like,
Yeah, hell no, not like that.
And the only thing I was trying to do was just get like a spot at the farmer's market.
Okay.
Like, you know, Saturday, and I'll just build it up slowly.
Right.
And man, when I was there, like I was kind of like, it was depressing. Like
really?
Yeah, like it was just like I wasn't. You know, you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again, and then like, you know, people are kind of being people at Burger King. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know, customers aren't so nice and stuff like that. But like, it wasn't that. Like I just felt like I wasn't using like my mind right, or like there's something like, you know, I was missing. Like it just, I didn't feel right. Like, I wasn't being creative.
Yeah. Okay.
And I guess like, you know, I was always being creative, whether I was working at the university or working somewhere else. Somebody would let me do something that's what I needed to do.
Right. Find it out.
And like what was crazy is like I had a dream, and I had this dream where I had a cotton candy. It was like a cotton candy cup and a container, and it had all this money in it.
There you go.
But I had like this sense where like, you know, I quit, like I was quitting or something happened. And I woke up and I went to work, and they were kind of cleaning some stuff up, and they made a tip jar out of a cotton candy cup.
What? Okay, premonition right there.
Yeah,
Intuition, premonition.
And so I was kind of like,
that's trippy.
I was a little like, what do I do? Like, I was like, you know what? Like, I gotta figure something out. Yeah. And so I was looking online, and it said, you know, Jake's was hiring, and I was like, you know what? That's where I got the idea to do this in the first place. I said, why don't I go over there and hit him up? So as soon as I got off work at Burger King, I drove to Jake's, and it was like, you know, I went and got the sweaters and cotton candy tubs, and I had all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
no.
Genevieve, the lady that was there, she was like talking to me, and I was showing her all the stuff, and I was like, man, like, you know, like it was like, I don't know what it was, but like, you know, she felt me, and she was just like, you know what, you're not like, you know, everybody else, like you kind of have drive. So let me call him. So he called him on the phone, and we were talking, and I was telling him, he's like, yeah, you know, I've heard of you, like, you know, like he was talking to me, he's like, I think I've seen you on YouTube, TikTok, and little things like that.
Yeah. See, hard work pays off.
Yeah, you start to get noticed a little bit about things, and like, he said like, all right, well, I said, you know, I'm at this funeral, I'm in Detroit, and you know, I'll have to get back with you in a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, cool. I said, I guess I could work at Burger King for a week.
Just for another week, right? Hit him with that hook. Yeah.
So I woke up in the morning, and like, they were just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to the job.
Couldn't go back to Burger King?
Wrong. And so I called and I apologized, and I told him like, you know, I'm sorry. Like,
I got something good here. Like, I'm out.
So I told my son, I said, you know, screw it, man. Let's go sell enchiladas. You know, just make plates out of the house, whatever we got to do. Like, you know, because I said I just can't. Like, it was like, it was just something that was, like, I don't know, that place just, like, that's any jobs, and some jam jobs, you know, because I just felt like I constantly had like like I had to do something. Like I had to either create something or I had to do something with my time. Yeah. But I couldn't just be taking orders and, you know.
It can't be like on the, like a, what is it, just like a warm body. You can't just be standing there. Well, you got to be up to something, creating content, being able to just express yourself, and whatever outlet the job that you had was. And Burger King ain't that, because you just this to there.
Yeah, and you know, and to me it's like, I was willing to work anywhere, anything to get that going.
Right.
I didn't care what job it was. And to me, it was like, you know what? Like, I think the universe was like, you know, we see you working.
We're trying to let you know what's up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And so, like, I had that feeling, and it was just like, you know, and so, you know, a week later, and I went to Jake's, and I bring up all this stuff, and, you know, I'm dressed up, and trying to impress him as much as I can to see like, what we could do if I could, start, doing stuff with him and and get a job with him.
Right.
And, yeah, he was cool, man. He's like, I'm here to help you. And, he extended his, his arm out to me.
That's
like,
super cool, man.
been
Shout out
like-
to Jake one
Yeah,
time,
Jake's
man. You're a
Jake, so much.
badass.
Yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't be having this conversation, brother.
Exactly.
Maybe not, but
Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy, and like he's anytime like I need advice with business or something like that, he's there, or he'll put me in the right direction of another person.
right.
And that's how I met like Uncle Banjo too, because like he was helping me with all my paperwork and stuff like that. Like, oh no, you don't need to go through all that with the health department. You could just fill out. And he showed me like easy stuff.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Because I was like, because sometimes you got to pay for all that, and he's like, nah, like there's this way you could do that, you could do this, and like
yeah, man.
he was
Credits
there
to
like
this.
showing me a lot of things, and like I was like, cool. Like,
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Uncle Banjo one
Uncle
time.
Banjo.
We gotta get both of y'all in here in this hot seat, man.
Yep.
Sounds like y'all obviously got some cool shit to talk about. Knowing that and being so, I mean, because you went from the university, that's where we first originally ran into each other, that I remember, correct? And then from there, we kind of, I don't know, I stomped around on there for a long time. Shout out to NMSU one time. Shout out to all the Aggie alumni. You know what I mean? What's up one time? But other than that, though, I'm glad that you were able to take that risk and that leap of faith and be able to meet up with Jake and make this shit happen, man. This is a cool thing. You've obviously been grueling and grinding it out, so it's cool to see that it's paying out, literally. So
it is. It's like you could see like, what's when you see like was it like evolution? Like you see growing, man. You see things.
My man, thank you.
Some ketchup though.
Hell yeah, man.
And you see it like, cause like I mean like if you've seen the logo before and you see it kind of like develop,
Yeah, man.
And like to be honest with you, like I didn't know I was gonna make shirts, and I didn't know I was gonna have like that logo. I didn't know like. All I knew was I had to do something, and I had to like do a difference and make and try, And what's crazy, like everything that I've done, and everything that I put an effort into, it comes out 10 times better. I've never had a problem. Like there's times in my life where like I've had bad stuff happen, like stuff that just doesn't like. I don't understand why I'm going through this, And like when you go through all that, but you end up realizing like you get put in those obstacles and all that stuff so you can go through that and get thicker skin. Yeah, it's like being a fighter,
Most definitely.
Yeah, and you got to do it with your mind and stuff like that. And I had to like my mom passed away back in 2009, and she committed suicide, and it was hard. Like it was a hard thing that I had to go through, and I coped the wrong way. And I drank a lot, and like I was going through a lot of things, and I was in a bad depression. And
I'm sorry to hear, man. That's not something easy to deal with.
No, and and it wasn't like, and like the best thing that I ever did was like I'm gonna be in May. I'll be 3 years sober.
Congratulations, brother. That is cheers to that, man.
Yeah,
that
man.
is,
Like I to me that's like a big step. I could never see myself drinking again. Because I love the way I think.
Okay, you got that. You polish the marble.
Yeah,
up,
man. Like
I look at you,
I
brother.
love that mindset that I have, and I like that. And then it. To create stuff and to make something new is to make something different. And like some of the stuff, like, yeah, it might be cotton candy to some people, like, but to me, that's everything. Like, that's what I do. Like, that's what, is getting me, like, good, with life. And like, that's like, like I gave birth to this.
Right. That's a baby, literally. Yeah, man.
And I have pride when like, I make like anything I ever did, even when I worked, like when I worked at the university and stuff like that, like, I took care of that, even though it wasn't mine. I took care of it like it was my own. Like it was mine, and that's how it was. But later on in life, I got repaid.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're gonna give you something, because like that's just how I always feel. Like like if you take care of somebody else's stuff, if you do what you're supposed to do, them right. Later on down the road, man, you're gonna get yours.
Yeah. Don't take advantage of nobody. Just do what you're supposed to do. No more, no less. Sometimes you can do more, obviously, but. Don't be that guy in the back, just trying to weasel everybody. Oh, I'm gonna do this just so I know you're gonna help me. Like, just be a good person. The universe is always listening, man. Just be a good person. Don't be a dick. You
gotta just like just do the right things and just be like, because you don't need everybody to know what you're doing.
Right.
And a lot of times, like you shouldn't put everything that you're doing out there, and because you got to keep something for yourself, and like it it'll develop and it'll go through, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, I have my arsenal of stuff that, you know, but hey, I just take one thing at a time.
You can't boil the ocean, man. You
Yeah.
cannot boil the ocean. That is truth too. I think about that quote a lot. It helps me kind of maintain where I'm at and focus on what's in front of me and try to knock that out.
Yeah.
Because obviously it sounds like you're doing the most, my man. Now with that, guys, we are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to continue the hustle with my man Mike and Sugar Drip. We'll be right back, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your guy Whetto, my man Mike. We here with Sugar Drip. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's keep it rolling. All right. So we discussed all kinds of crazy stuff, man, from the beginning, the hype, the Blake's Burgers, and the dream, literally, that you saw candy in the cup, money in the cotton candy cup, and now here you are, bringing your own merchandise, telling me stories, crazy things going on. What else, man? It sounds like I said, you've been doing the most. So I don't even remember where we were right before we break this, but basically, you're doing a lot. It's paying out. What else do you got going on, brother?
I'm hoping to have. I might be getting like a food truck going on, hopefully in the next couple months. So.
Oh shit! Big drop, big. Okay, big jump to the next thing.
Yeah. So that might be. I have another person in interest that we're kind of like gonna work with that together. So that's in the works in a way. So you know, that's coming up. Also too, like I should be online sales before the end of the year.
Oh, nice! Congratulations on that. What platform are you gonna use?
I'm gonna do through my website. We'll get that going through there, and it's at www.SugarDripStore.com.
Right there. That'll pop up.
And but yeah, man, like, you know, that's for at least before the end of the year. I have to, like, you know, those things, like, because they can't procrastinate. You gotta keep.
Yeah, man, you gotta be on top of that. The internet game is crazy. Like, I feel like I be missing milestones just because even like you gotta post constantly, good content. You know what I mean? You gotta be on it.
Yeah, like making videos all the time.
Yeah.
You know, just being on it, man. Like, you know, you can't. You could get forgotten in a day.
Boy, it's so fast.
Fast, because like, you know, there's competition. There's people. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, some of the stuff that I'm doing, like, you know, I can't really see some people doing it, but because, like, you know, nobody's over there hyping up cotton candy. You know, like, there's plenty of places that do stuff, but, you know, I'm making, you know, cotton candy drinks, cotton candy hot chocolate, like, you know, and then nobody got my flavors. You know, there's flavors like, you know, I got pecan green chili, I got cucumber chili lime, Carolina Reaper.
That Carolina Reaper one. You gave me a little sample of it last time. You gave me a crazy ass. So we were, shout out to Saba and everybody at the downtown flea market, the first Friday flea markets. Boy, those pop off. That's where
Nice,
I ran into you and I tried that Carolina Reaper cotton candy.
Yeah.
And that was, boom, instantly, bam, top. Like, it was good. Don't get me wrong, because on this, you got, what other flavors did you bring? What do you got? What is that? What you got over there, man?
Yeah, so this is the cucumber chili lime.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. We got some cucumber chili lime.
Yeah, try that one out. That one's not as spicy. This is the.
What do you got there? Which one is that?
This is the pecan green chili.
Ooh. And it's how do you? Is there a magic trick to making it taste that type of way?
Yeah, but there's a. Ooh. That good. It has like it's almost drinking like one of those cucumber drinks, right? Like that cucumber lemonade like type of feel. Like
that's wild. That's super cool. Very tasty too.
Yeah, it tastes good, man. That one's like my favorite. Like I like that one more than this.
So we got that one, and then this one. What was this one?
Pecan green chili.
Pecan green. You like that spicy cotton candy, really?
Yeah, man. And this, you know, like I have like I kind of like, and that was like the best thing about, you know, me working at the university and being a chef is like, you know, I figured out a solution or a ways of mixing, you know.
Oh, that's good.
You know, flavors together, and I was like, man, I gotta come up with something for like New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
wow.
And I was like, pecans are the biggest thing, green chili is the biggest thing, and so I get,
That's super cool.
But yeah, man, like when I'm at my place and I'm over there like chopping all that sugar up and mixing it up and the mixers and stuff like that. But yeah,
And this one, what was this one?
This is the Reaper.
No,
we'll just keep this one to the side.
We'll keep that one to the side. That one is ridiculously good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. That shit is good, but
it's hot.
That is hot.
It has some.
Hell yeah, man. That's crazy cool.
But I got a lot of different flavors too. I got a jalapeno pickle.
Okay.
And then the bacon maple one, man. I want to taste
bacon maple. Oh my god, that sounds dangerous. Bacon maple cotton candy, bro. That's woo.
Yeah,
yes, please
man.
sign me up. But when that comes out, please let me know how I can get my hands on that one.
Then I made a Dr. Pepper and but Dr. Pepper's kind of been out with like a little bit with other people.
Well, okay, so doing all these different type of flavors, have you had any flavor combinations that just don't work?
Yeah, I try to do a mimosa.
A mimosa. Ooh.
Yeah, and like it was like I ended up just using the sugar for like pictures and stuff because I just didn't like it. It was just too orangey. It tasted like
More sherbet, maybe.
it almost tastes like Trick cereal.
Ooh.
I mean, it was all right. Like I liked it, but like it was like this hard. Like it had this.
Trix is bond.
Yeah, like it tastes like Trick cereal with like Starburst orange.
What?
But it just I don't know. It just had too much orange.
Okay.
And it like to me it wasn't. It was a fail.
Well, these definitely aren't. So clearly, you got a taste for success on that, man. So that's crazy cool.
Yeah, like it's. I've been lucky to actually come across and try to figure something out. And like I said, it's good. Everything that you go through in life or whatever it is, man, it's to prepare you, man, like to get where you need to be. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And then later on in life, man, those skills will come across and you can develop something.
It's definitely. You never know what you're being tested for today is actually going to help you prevail, later down the road, building a character, a situation, putting your shopping cart back, being, not being a dick, just in general. Yeah, it's a trip how it all kind of comes full circle, right?
Yeah, and when you do right in life, when you do the right things, like sometimes you might not see it right away. But if you just believe in yourself and constantly believe, because nobody else is gonna believe in you. Yeah. Nobody's gonna care about you. Nobody cares what you're going through. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody's gonna have any of that. So you gotta wipe all that off and be like, you know what? That's the first step. Is to clean out stuff like that, all those things, and now you gotta rely on you. Mm-hmm. You gotta be you. You gotta be the one that's gonna believe in you. And I had a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and before I even got to open this up, and whether it was heartache, pain, going through jobs, but I still believed. Because I would see this character and I see this rabbit, and that thing right there is what made me keep on going. Yeah. And be like, you know what, I have something. Nobody else can see it. Mm-hmm. Because at the time, nobody was. It was just me and my own vision. And that was my vision, and I knew I could do something with this. And then it was funny because I think the hardest thing to do in life or whatever is just being accepted with everything. When the community accepts you.
Yes.
That's hard because to me the work's nothing. Work's easy. Mm-hmm. All this stuff, getting out there, going to events, all that's the easy part. But just being accepted, man. Just people accepting you and loving what you do, but people could tell when whether it's cooking a hamburger, whether it's making popcorn, whether it's making t-shirts, cotton candy, they could tell when you're putting pride into that. Mm-hmm. They could tell everything that you're doing. You can tell when you're making a crappy burger. You can tell when
when it's phony and you're just in it for the fakeness. Money, bullshit. Yeah. I mean, money's good. Don't get me wrong. It helps pay the bills, but it's a bigger picture than that, most def. And it's a representation of what you got going on, who you are as a person, your character, your work as it's shining through it. People can see that. They can taste it. And damn it, I know they repeat business with you for it. So
yeah, man, I got those cotton candy drinks, man. I have these kids. They I see them at the events. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. And it feels nice. That's the nice part when you see repeating customers coming back. And you're like, wow, that's cool. Because I'll tell you right now, like, with me working to this, like, I still haven't cut myself a check.
It's coming though.
Yeah,
it's coming.
yeah, and it's there. But like, like all the money that I get, like I put back into it, and like I just keep on going because, I like what I do. I that's why I have to work and then still like do this and like just have multiple things going on because like to me like if I'm not doing at least something within 16 hours, if I don't take advantage of 16 hours out of the day, then I'm leaving something on the table.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because you can't. You got to sit there like, later on, like I even told myself, like, and I told Jake, I was like, you got me for 24 months, man. Because after this, I'm going to be a millionaire.
Right. I'm moving it, man.
Yeah.
I'm moving it.
And that's how it's going to be. And like, but to me, I have that goal, like to work and that by then, like, then I have to, not have that safety net. And that's what right now that's
pretty ballsy, bro. Like you got to be able to believe in it very, very much so. Then obviously,
yeah, man. Like it's gonna happen. It'll work out. Like things will work out. Like if you do enough, you could will yourself.
Yes, you sure can, man. You think about it hard enough. Write it down too. Anybody watching this, write it down. It's 10 times more likely to happen. You write it down.
I used to write down lists and things that I wanted, like, and it was crazy because, like, even equipment, like, oh, I need this,
picture
this,
boards.
this. Yeah, like, I sit there and I write all those things down. And like, a lot of stuff, but then you have your alone moments, man. You have that, because, like, I went through a process. When I went through a process of life changing and stuff like that, like, to get to where, because I tell you right now, I wouldn't have all the stuff I'm doing, and I wouldn't be blessed the way I am if I wasn't changing my life, and I wasn't doing stuff, and I didn't have the right intentions.
Right.
Because the one thing that Jake did tell me, like when I first started, is like, once you do right with you, you got to help someone else.
That's right. You got to keep pushing it down, man.
Yeah, and it's just like you got to pass the torch.
Help the next one out.
Like, and I'm all about that. Like, and anytime I see somebody, but you gotta have drive, man. You got because I'll tell you something right now, like you might lack. What you lack on skills, you could cover with passion.
Oh man.
Because people will see it and I'm like, you know what? Like, yeah, like I know you're not doing that right, but
you're trying.
You're trying ass off
really hard.
So I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna put some effort in there with you. And like I've gotten that a lot. Like I've gotten you where it's like, let me help you out. Let me show you this way. This way is easier. Let me give you some advice.
Those are the best kind of like, hey, I see you. Come on.
Cause like all my life, man, like I never felt like I fit in. Like I never felt like that. Like even when I was working at a job, like at the university or whatever, like, I felt different, like in ways.
Just in your own groove, kind of thing.
Yeah, like it just like people wouldn't like. I always wanted to. I always felt like I could do something bigger and better, like, and I could do something more and like, but I think it's the people that you're surrounding yourself by. Because like, say you're surrounded by workers, and they're employees and they're this and like that's their mentality. You're there with that.
That's correct. Birds of a
Then
feather.
when you surround yourself with bosses and owners and stuff like
you
that,
have to step up and learn how to maneuver.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so when I started hanging out more and taking advice, I was like, wow, these people are kind of like me, and they have that same feeling in the heart, like, cause like they're all like that. And the first thing anybody that's ever told me that an owner or anything like that, like, if you're trying to do this, don't be trying to do it for the money, like, cause it's just not about that right then and there. But what it's about is just like, don't chase the money. It'll come. Like they'll come eventually, but the reason why people tell you not to go chase money is because then you're putting real passion, you're putting your heart into it, you're putting everything in, and then people will see that.
That's correct.
And that's, you can't be fake.
You're buying the person, not the product. It's always been that way.
Like my debit card thing wasn't working, and this little girl was there, and it wouldn't scan. It's like, oh, what we can? I was like, nah, man, here. I couldn't see her walk away with no canned candy. There you go. Like the universe will pay it back.
Yeah,
like,
it'll come back around.
It'll come back around, and since I've lived that way, like of saying, like, like just let it go, and like it'll come back to me. It does, man. Like everything comes back to you. It might come back to you in a different way.
Yeah, you never know. It's a weird thing. Like I was saying earlier too. The universe is always listening, and then karma's real. That shit's a trip. You got to be careful, and so is like. When your intentions are pure or whatever, like you got to be careful where you're aiming, because that shit will happen. Like,
yeah, man, like people will feed off your good energy too.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like they'll use you for certain things, but like you got to just be careful who you're around.
That's true.
Like,
always in any situation.
Yeah, and like always. like I'll extend my arm out to anybody that I can, or I'll do whatever I can for a person.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in all reality, like, you know, what's crazy is like, if I didn't put all the effort out that I'm doing, and I didn't do all the changing and all the self work, people wouldn't be messing with me.
Oh no, probably not. You'd probably still be sitting there,
Yeah.
you know,
I'd be at
Burger King flipping shit with some chick doing other
Yeah.
bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just I say you gotta take them lumps and you gotta learn how to evolve with them, and that's part of the process that a lot of people always want to skip. It's like you gotta take these L's and learn how to come back, because after L is M, and that's where you're going, man. Like obviously you're on the right path. You're hellbent on that damn path, and that is cool to see. And I cheers to you. I won't cheers to you because of the sobriety, and I respect that highly. But
Yeah,
I will definitely cheers to you, man. You crazy ass. So thank you for being here on Whetto's World. I greatly appreciate you, man. Anybody that's trying to buy some candy or link up with you, where can they find you? Like where are you located at in general?
Here in a couple weeks, I should be setting up more at Jake's, so they could get me on Jake's, and not
Okay.
you know, on social media. You know, I'm on Facebook a lot, Instagram. But basically, like, if they want to come get something like that, like here in a couple weeks, it'll be set up a lot with like Uncle Banjo. Like
Okay.
he'll have my cotton candy and stuff like that.
Thank you, Uncle Banjo, one time. Amazing kettle corn, correct? Is how you say it? Yeah, kettle corn.
That's the caramel. That caramel's good.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, like, you know, all that stuff's starting to set up, and like basically that'll be my, like, at Jake's will be my main spot. But then, you know, I'll be having a lot of events and stuff like that. And before the end of the year, then you could just hit me up on the website.
Nice.
Like,
Most
you know,
and what's the website?
It's www.SugarDripstore.com.
There it is, folks. And your Instagram handle?
It's official SugarDrip.
Voila! So be sure and click on the link with my man here. Get you some damn good cotton candy. Some of that spicy stuff, I dare you to try it. We got all kinds of stuff going on with this cotton candy, guys. Of course, if you guys want to shop with me, you know it's 1770 South Tail Shore here in Las Cruces. You can click to shop online at DoWatiWant.shop. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, the whole spiel, all of them. Whetto's World on YouTube. Be sure and subscribe, like, and follow. Let me know. The podcast is always up and running too, so be sure to listen on all available platforms. For me, here at Whetto's World with my man Big Mike, Sugar Drip, that is a wrap, folks. Cheers.